Oh man, I'm actually rather embarrassed to share these, So I always have one night per month where I dream about waking up and there are dinosaurs outside. Like every time you step outside, you have to run to the very next building very quickly before a random dinosaur catches you and devours you. One time I dreamt I was walking around in my college and when I looked out the window, a raptor was just gogging back at me. Then in another dream, I was in my house, and when I went up the stairs, a T-Rex was somehow chasing me. Sometimes these dreams get so scary to me that I end up letting a carnivore eat me just so I can wake up. There was this one dream that messed me up, and it still sort of does to this day. I dreamt that I was going camping in a forest with my boyfriend and his family, and we were pretty much coasting through the woods, and in the back window of the car, there was this man wearing a mask, just walking after the car. It spooked some of us, but the dad sped off and said, "It's just some stupid prank from the other campers, okay?" Once we got settled into our camper, we started hearing footsteps and strange noises outside of it. The mom pretty much stayed glued to the windows to keep watch. My boyfriend and his dad started gathering wooden planks and nails for the doors, and his brother and I just kind of kept low to the floor because we were freaked out. Soon enough, my phone started getting voicemails, consisting only of disturbing, morbid sounds that I don't even want to share for the sake of age restrictions, okay? And that's all I remember before waking up, thankfully. Okay, so here's one that's a bit recent. So I dreamt that I was in an abandoned apartment building, but I was being chased by Negan from The Walking Dead. I know, right? Out of all the antagonists I like, my brain chose Negan. It's a funny thing to look back at now, but in that dream I was just petrified because I didn't want to end up looking like Glenn. Brendan Eyeball Soup. I actually don't even know why Negan was after me in the first place, but he just was because my brain is nice like that. I just remember for most of the dream, I was just going full on Metal Gear Solid with the stealth techniques, but I didn't have a weapon, so I couldn't sneak attack, and I have very wimpy upper body strength, so there was no way I was going to latch my tiny ass self onto his back and attempt to put him in a chokehold, okay? So you're probably guessing I woke up as soon as he bashed my head in, right? Well, not exactly. Last thing I remember was running into the basement and stopping in front of a locked door. I can actually pick locks, so I was like, okay, I can still get out of here alive. Thing is, there was no doorknob. Crap. And then I turned around to look for a knob, and there he was, standing there with Lucille, and a big-ass grin on his face too, a smug bastard. And that's when I woke up. Okay, so nightmares aside, here's one more story that's not really freaky, it's just, to you guys it might be odd. So I dreamt I was at a Target store after its closing hours, so I was pretty much the only one on the open floor. All the employees were in back, I guess. So after checking out some clothes, I got myself a slushie, which, I mean, I know Targets don't have slushie machines, but they should start doing that, like, maybe it's a seasonal thing, I don't know. Anyway, then I went out the back doors of the store, and there stood from a small distance Vegeta, and he was holding a basketball. Not a Dragon Ball, a basketball. We were on a mini basketball court behind the Target store. Before I could say anything involving freaking out because one of my favorite characters from the only anime I'll ever watch is in my presence, he goes, "I'll play you for that." Wow, that was like the worst impression I've ever done of Vegeta. I'm so sorry, guys. And he pointed to my slushie. "Okay, senpai." So we played a very short game of basketball, and I ended up losing my damn slushie. Because the dude cheated, man! He was flying the whole time! I was getting so frustrated! I was even yelling up at him, "Hey, come on, no cheating! I can't fly like you can!" But whatever, you can keep the grape and mixed berry flavored slushie, I guess. That's one of my favorites, man. Well, thanks for watching, guys and gals. If you want to see more of my videos, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll always know when I post something new.